Welcome to Hero Villains. Let's pit Mr. Miracle against Adam Warlock. On one side, the greatest escape artist in the universe, son of Highfather, who grew up in the hellscape of Apocalypse and escaped death itself, the man who defeated Darkseid not with his fists but with sheer, absolute free will, scot-free Mr. Miracle. On the other side, the perfect savior of the Marvel Universe, an artificial being created by mad scientists to be the supreme god, the wielder of the Soul Gem who has repeatedly redeemed and annihilated entire realities, Adam Warlock. They are neither the physically strongest nor are they mass destroyers. Their power lies in something far greater, the ability to transcend all limits, shatter every chain, and master their own destinies. When the absolute art of escape confronts cosmic soul power, when free will clashes with predestined fate, who will emerge victorious? Adam Warlock. He is an artificial savior, a god born from a test tube with a mission to protect and shape the destiny of the universe. Adam Warlock was created by a group of mad scientists on Earth with the purpose of becoming the most perfect being. Immediately upon his birth, he rebelled against his creators and flew into space. There, he met the High Evolutionary, who bestowed upon him the Soul Gem, one of the 6 Infinity Stone. The bonding with the Soul Gem transformed Adam Warlock from a perfect artificial being into a true cosmic entity. He confronted his own dark side, Magus, and prevented him from dominating the multiverse. He led the heroes in the war against Thanos during the Infinity Gauntlet saga, and he was the one who ultimately possessed the Infinity Gauntlet, briefly becoming the supreme god before willingly relinquishing that power. He is not a traditional hero, he is a protector of the universe, acting according to complex plans and often perceived as cold and emotionless. He possesses extraordinary cosmic power, allowing him to manipulate various forms of energy with astonishing precision. One of Warlock's most notable abilities is his capacity to absorb energy from opponents' attacks and convert it into his own strength. He has absorbed massive amounts of energy emanating from Doctor Strange and even Galactus, turning the power of his enemies into an advantage in combat. This unique ability makes Adam Warlock more dangerous the longer a fight drags on, as every energy-based attack can inadvertently make him stronger. Adam Warlock's reflexes have also reached a superhuman level. He can easily catch a bullet in mid-flight, dodge bolts of lightning controlled by Storm, and react in time to fierce attacks from Thor in a state of all-out combat. His keen senses and near-instantaneous situational processing allow Warlock to adapt to any opponent, even warriors renowned for their overwhelming speed and power. In many battles, he has consistently proven he can read an opponent's movements beforehand and deliver a precise reaction in a split second. Adam Warlock's mobility is equally astonishing. He can move at speeds so great that he virtually vanishes from the sight of seasoned warriors like Drax the Destroyer. Warlock can fly at velocities far exceeding the speed of light to traverse vast distances across the cosmos, and can also use instantaneous teleportation to appear at a desired location in the blink of an eye. His nearly infinite energy source also allows him to maintain a combat state for very long periods without any decline in stamina or succumbing to exhaustion, creating a decisive advantage in protracted confrontation. Adam Warlock's defense is no less impressive. He has directly withstood full force blows from Thor, Thanos, Silver Surfer, and Hulk, yet remained able to continue fighting with astonishing composure. In terms of pure physical strength alone, Warlock does not surpass these warriors and is only slightly above Spider-Man in his base state. However, thanks to his energy absorption and conversion ability, he can amplify his own power to a completely different level. When fully exploiting his accumulated energy, Adam Warlock is capable of directly confronting powerful superheroes and entities. The combination of a brilliant intellect, energy manipulation, superior speed, and an incredible adaptive capacity makes Adam Warlock one of the most well-rounded warriors. When he sustains damage exceeding his limits, Adam Warlock does not truly succumb to death. Instead, he enters a state of hibernation within a special regenerative cocoon. During this period, his body and energy allow him to awaken in a state more powerful than before. Adam Warlock's matter and energy manipulation reaches a truly fearsome level. He can control the structure of matter, convert energy, and alter the nature of a target at will. One of his most famous feats is transforming Thanos into a granite statue, a state that only death herself could reverse. This achievement demonstrates an ability sufficient to directly affect the existential structure of even the most powerful entities. Adam Warlock can also unleash various forms of energy for combat. These energy blasts not only carry immense destructive force, but also include mystical energy of very high sophistication. Thanks to the fusion of cosmic power and mystical energy, Warlock can flexibly change his combat methods to deal with diverse opponents possessing different abilities. Adam Warlock's ability to control time is equally impressive. When he focuses the full extent of his absorbed power, he can slow, stop, or even reverse the flow of time within a certain range. At moments when he reaches his highest energy state, Warlock can even affect multiple timelines simultaneously, causing them to intersect and altering events yet to happen by his will alone. However, interfering with the structure of time consumes an enormous amount of energy, leading him to use this ability only in critically important situations. Adam Warlock also possesses an extremely highly developed psychic power system. He has the abilities of telepathy, clairvoyance, sensing the emotions of others, and simultaneously creating layers of mental defenses strong enough to withstand powerful psychic attack. His unwavering will and superior mental abilities allow Warlock to resist the influence of the Infinity Stones. He has withstood the reality warping power of the Reality Stone, as well as mitigated the effects of the Time Stone's temporal manipulation. The most unique aspect of Adam Warlock is his deep connection to the Soul Gem, a bond considered stronger than that of anyone who has ever possessed this treasure. Even when the Soul Gem is not in his hand, Warlock can still resonate with and summon a portion of its power, while also preventing others from exploiting that power against him. Warlock's senses have also reached a level nearly equivalent to the Silver Surfer's, allowing him to perceive energy fluctuations occurring on a universal scale. He can trace targets that have just teleported instantaneously, pinpointing the exact location where they reappear. Adam Warlock is an entity within Marvel's cosmic hierarchy. He can rival entities like Odin in terms of power. He certainly belongs in the same class as Thanos, Thor, Nova Prime, the Greater Heralds of Galactus, etc. After a long and tumultuous period, Adam Warlock chose to leave the battles behind to enjoy a peaceful life in the Soul World alongside Pip and Gamora. The three lived in a space separate from the conflicts of the universe, where Warlock believed he had finally found tranquility after countless brutal battles. However, that peaceful interval did not last. The resurgence of Thanos once again pushed the entire universe to the brink of annihilation, forcing Warlock to return to his role as the guardian of the cosmic balance. While investigating Thanos' new movements, Warlock reunited with Drax the Destroyer and Silver Surfer after their souls had been captured by Thanos. This reunion allowed Warlock to fully grasp the scale of the threat that was forming and realize that simply confronting the Mad Titan with brute force would not be enough to defeat him. With strategic thinking being his hallmark strength, Warlock quickly constructed an intricate plan to overthrow Thanos through a combination of calculation, timing, and the coordination of numerous allies. Upon his return, Adam Warlock began assembling the mightiest heroes of Earth to launch a large-scale assault against Thanos. However, this was only one part of a pre-calculated strategy. Warlock understood that even combined, the heroes would find it extremely difficult to defeat Thanos while he possessed the Infinity Gauntlet. Therefore, the entire attack served merely as a diversion, creating an opportunity for Silver Surfer to secretly approach and seize the Infinity Gauntlet. Although the plan was meticulously prepared, Silver Surfer ultimately failed, making the situation more critical than ever. After defeating a succession of the most powerful entities in the universe, Thanos ascended to a position of near supremacy, holding in his grasp the power of an absolute god. However, that victory was short-lived as Nebula exploited an opening to execute her own scheme, causing Thanos to lose his divine state. Seizing that decisive moment, Adam Warlock swiftly gained control of the Infinity Gauntlet and absorbed the unparalleled power of the 6 Infinity Stones, elevating himself to a level of existence that was virtually omnipotent. Now let's talk about Mr. Miracle. Before becoming a superhero, Mr. Miracle was known the world over by the title of the greatest escape artist who ever lived. By his side is Big Barda, his beautiful wife, his loyal partner, and a formidable warrior of immense strength. Together, they are not only heroes who defend justice, but also celebrated public figures, constantly drawing the spotlight with their spectacular performances and extraordinary feats. Thanks to his ability to escape any trap deemed inescapable, Mr. Miracle built a reputation as an icon of sheer will. Mr. Miracle's true identity is Scott Free, a new god with a singular destiny. As a child, he was sent to the planet Apocalypse and raised under the brutal rule of Granny Goodness. In that harsh environment, where violence and despair lurked in every corner, Scott was forced to learn survival through wit, perseverance, and the ability to find a way out of any circumstance. Those formative years turned him into a master of escape artistry, capable of overcoming trials most deemed impossible. Scott Free also possesses a cache of advanced technological devices from the civilization of the New Gods. These specialized tools allow him to perform escapes and combat maneuvers that far exceed the limits of conventional science, giving the impression of pure magic. Furthermore, Scott himself possesses a superior physique due to his new god heritage. His strength, speed, agility, reflexes, and endurance vastly surpass those of a normal human, enabling him to confront numerous dangerous adversaries and survive the most extreme conditions. With his sharp observational skills, flexible intellect, and indomitable will, Scott Free belongs to the race of new gods on the planet New Genesis, a land once threatened and invaded by the forces of Darkseid. To end the protracted war between the two worlds, Scott's father was forced into a painful agreement, handing his own son over to Darkseid as a guarantee for a fragile peace. That decision completely altered Scott's fate, plunging him into a childhood of suffering on Apocalypse. Besides Scott Free, there is another Mr. Miracle named Shiloh Norman. Unlike his predecessor, a new god, Shiloh is merely a normal human. However, he was rigorously trained by the first Mr. Miracle to inherit the mantle. Through that grueling training, Shiloh developed an extraordinary level of escape skill along with a razor-sharp analytical mind, capable of solving complex challenges that few can overcome. With the power of a new god, Scott's combat abilities operate on a massive scale, making him fully capable of directly confronting many of the strongest warriors from both New Genesis and Apocalypse. His body possesses incredible durability, allowing him to withstand attacks from other new gods and keep fighting. He has wounded Steppenwolf and made his opponent bleed, clear proof that his physical might is on par with Darkseid's top warriors. Scott Free is rated on the same level as Orion, one of the most formidable warriors among the new gods. He perfectly blends speed, agility, observation, and tactics, allowing him to rapidly adapt to any opponent. However, Scott's most distinguishing quality lies not merely in his strength, but in his uniquely unwavering will. He overcame the brainwashing and brutal torture of Granny Goodness, resisted the terrifying influence of the anti-life equation, and stood firm against the immense psychic pressure and telepathic powers of Darkseid. Mr. Miracle's arsenal also contributes to his resounding fame. His high-tech boots allow him to burrow through solid earth and rock to escape confinement. The Mother Box assists with healing, environmental analysis, communication, and unlocks a multitude of technological capabilities far beyond conventional understanding. Alongside it, the Multi-Cube is a versatile device capable of neutralizing or paralyzing living targets in a variety of situations. The physique of a new god grants Scott Free a virtually infinite lifespan. His aging process nearly ceases once his body reaches its prime around the age of 25, allowing him to maintain peak physical condition for an extraordinarily long time. Thanks to his superior biology, Scott possesses a particular resilience against most toxins, viruses, and diseases. Although he does not possess the overwhelming physicality of his brother Orion, he is still capable of destroying solid blocks of steel with his bare hands and confronting many powerful new gods direct. His impact resistance, reaction speed, and stamina all reach astonishing levels, enabling him to fight continuously in fierce battles while maintaining his composure and effectiveness. Scott also has access to the Alpha effect, the energy source that serves as the antithesis to Darkseid's Omega effect. This power allows him to manipulate and absorb energy from various sources, significantly enhancing his physical abilities, performing high-speed flight, and, in some cases, even restoring life to the deceased. From a very young age, Scott was trained by Granny Goodness under the brutal regimen designed for Apocalypse elite forces. Those years turned him into an expert in hand-to-hand combat with skills honed to perfection. Throughout his career, Scott has faced Batman multiple times and has consistently proven himself to be an extremely dangerous opponent. He has also single-handedly defeated 2 Apocalyptian assassins attacking simultaneously, demonstrating quick reflexes, flexible thinking, and superior martial arts prowess even when facing an adverse situation. Not only prominent on the battlefield, Scott Free is also a scientific genius with extensive knowledge of Fourth World technology. Under the tutelage of Himon, he absorbed advanced scientific achievements and developed an astounding capacity for invention. Scott can construct extremely complex escape plans, finding a way out of almost any circumstance, and, given sufficient preparation time, is even capable of freeing himself and others from mind control. Scott's brilliant intellect is further evidenced by his designing his own mother box and constructing a boom tube opening device on a planetary scale, a feat few new gods are capable of achieving. This affirms that Scott Free is not only a master escape artist, but also one of the foremost inventors and strategists among the new gods. And now let's get into the direct comparison and battle analysis. In terms of raw power and destructive capability, Adam Warlock is vastly superior. With the power of the Soul Gem and his ability to manipulate cosmic energy, he can unleash attacks that Mr. Miracle would struggle to withstand relying solely on the physique of a new god. If this battle were a simple contest of strength, Adam Warlock would win with ease. However, Scott Free has never triumphed through brute force. He will not stand still and trade blows with Adam. He will use his speed, agility, and technological devices to evade energy attacks, seeking to close the distance and create disruption. But Adam Warlock's most powerful weapon is his ability to steal and imprison souls within the soul world. This is a pocket dimension, a serene world that is nonetheless an absolute prison. This is the true test for Mr. Miracle. Can he escape the soul world? And this is a perplexing question. The soul world is not a conventional physical prison. It is a reality created and controlled by the soul gem itself. However, Mr. Miracle has escaped death itself, and traps created by Darkseid, the wielder of the anti-life equation. His ability is to break any system of confinement, regardless of its nature, physical, mental, or metaphysical. It is highly likely that he will find a loophole in the very essence of the soul world, an exit that even Adam Warlock would not anticipate, because that is the very nature of his superpower. Regarding intellect, both are brilliant strategists. Adam Warlock possesses cosmic awareness and long-term planning capabilities. He will analyze Mr. Miracle and attempt to find a way to neutralize his escape ability. Perhaps he will not try to imprison Scott, but instead attempt to manipulate his mind, or create a situation where escaping is rendered meaningless. But Mr. Miracle is also a master of improvisation. He survived and overcame the schemes of Darkseid, one of the most cunning minds in the DC universe. He will not be easily manipulated. He will continuously adapt and find a way to dismantle all of Adam's plan, the battle. The fight would begin with Adam Warlock attacking with cosmic energy. Mr. Miracle would dodge masterfully, using his arrow discs and jamming devices to disrupt Adam's vision. Realizing that physical attacks are ineffective at capturing a slippery opponent like Scott, Adam would decide to use the Soul Gem. He would unleash a burst of soul energy, attempting to pull Scott's soul into the soul world. The decisive moment would come when Scott Free's soul is drawn into the soul world. It would be a peaceful, beautiful world, a true paradise. But for Scott Free, any place where he is confined, no matter how beautiful, is a prison. He would not accept staying. He would focus his entire free will and begin searching for an exit. He would perceive the nature of the soul world, see the contours of this prison, and find a weakness in its very structure, perhaps the tether connecting the soul world to the soul gem. With an extraordinary effort, he would sever that tether and escape, returning to his body. This event would shock Adam Warlock and leave him momentarily off guard. This is a battle that Adam Warlock wins. Adam Warlock is a cosmic entity with terrifying power. He can defeat Mr. Miracle in a direct confrontation, but Adam's goal is not to kill Scott Free. He wants to control, to confine, to shape destiny. That is not just a skill set, that is his very nature.
And that is our analysis of the battle between the greatest escape artist and the cosmic savior. Let us know your opinion by commenting down below. Do you stand with absolute freedom or cosmic control? If you enjoy epic philosophical matchups like this, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future battles. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again in the next Cosmic Battles. That's today's video. Thank you very much.